Division 2 and the Reanimated event is back. To celebrate, I'm giving you several new headshot builds throughout the week the event is active. I will also be doing live streams featuring these recommended builds. This is the second build for the week. It makes the 1886 rifle perform like you've never seen before. Hit the like right now and comment 1886 rocks. Let's go. I know you've been sleeping on the 1886 rifle in the Division 2, and that's a shame because it has the highest weapon damage for all rifles, plus it's really fun to use. The build I'm about to give you puts the 1886 on beast mode and will quickly make it one of your favorite weapons in the game. With this build, the power is unmatched, reload is fast, weapon swapping is imperceivable, recoil is null, and the aim is oh so true. How many weapons in the game can acquire and chain kill targets this quickly? Let's see that again. That's insane. That's faster than the snipers. And look at the stability on the barrel. It allows me to spam the trigger and unload on the enemy with no recoil if I need to. I have configured the 1886 so that it has all the power to kill in a single shot, with the handling to run and gun, shoot and stride, and miss the fewest shots possible. You might be wondering why I'm not using the Virginian named 1886. Let's go through all the pieces, then I'll explain why this one might be considered better. On top of the fastest time to kill, it gives you 20% armor on kill thanks to the talent preservation. This build loadout is easy to make and farm, and many of the pieces you might already have. The knee pads are Fox's Praise for more rifle damage and damage to targets out of cover. The gloves are my second piece of Overlord for 20% accuracy. I have handling and headshot damage on it. My chest piece is the third piece of Overlord for 10% more weapon handling. This is also the same chest piece used on the build I released yesterday. Notice I also have a protection from Elites mod. The Headhunter talent is perfect for the 1886 and allows us to one-shot chain kill like nothing else. It's going to stack our kill shots to boost our damage by 1,250%. That's not a little thing. In order to reach that, we need to have at least 150% headshot damage on the build. The mask is the punch drunk for more pistol damage, but I'm really after that 20% headshot damage. I also have my second protection from Elites mod here. The holster is my second piece of D&H for 20% stability. This is a big deal, and I think most people miss this detail for this rifle. This is what allows me to shoot in stride and pump out multiple shots quickly and land them on target. The backpack is Walker. I have my third protection from Elites and Vigilance for my talent. Basically, Vigilance is best for Headhunter. We only needed to get the first kill to activate Headhunter. After that, it's okay if it's not active. For my secondary, I'm using the White Death for long ranges and I have the 12x scope on it. Preservation for the talent. My pistol is the Regulus and I use it a lot. Whatever pistol you equip, try to rotate it in during combat. For my skills, I'm using the decoy, which is vital. I have the fixture drone on only because I have directives, so many skills are deemed useless because of that. You need sharpshooter for increased stability and faster target acquisition, also for the added 15% headshot damage. I have minimum crits, 164% headshot damage for Headhunter, high accuracy, weapon swapping, and 92% stability. We also have 18% damage to targets out of cover that doesn't show up on the stats. The 20% armor on kill also doesn't show up here. I have 39% total protection from Elites. Hey, if you're looking for a new and more exciting experience in the Division 2, you found the right channel. And Tux's Discord is the place to be. We talk builds, group up, organize raids, and make solid friends. This is a free resource. You should be taking advantage of it. So yesterday I put out this build. It's also a one-shot, one-kill build, but it uses the White Death Marksman rifle. We didn't need as much stability on that because the rate of fire is lower, so we spec'd into accuracy and damage to armor instead. The biggest difference between this build and that one is that the 1886 is actually more forgiving, but just as powerful. You can shoot faster than the MMR, and since we removed the recoil, we can actually run and gun with this build. Instead of damage to armor, we spec in damage to targets out of cover. But what both builds have in common is that the weapon brings all the damage and all the armor on kill the build needs, leaving us extra slots to decide what to do with. We have high damage, it is one shot, one kill. We have the armor on kill for instant heals, the best healing type in the game. But in order for either of those to work, you have to land your headshots. And that's why the weapon handling, or stability in this case, is so vital on these types of builds. Efficiency. The more efficient you are at killing, the more efficient you are at healing with this build setup. This setup makes sure you land your critical shots. And in case you're wondering, I'm on the Xbox. I use the standard out-of-the-box controller, and all my game and console settings are set to default. If I can chain kill with headshots, so can you. Hey, if you're in the Players Club, you want to be on the lookout for the next classified builds. This run and gun no shield chameleon build has a very rare combination of stats. It includes 6 red cores, 190% crit damage, and 20% armor on kill with, check this out, 8% armor regen. And this is an all new capacitor hybrid build. It has 6 skill tiers and over 230% crit damage, which may or may not be the highest capacitor crit build in the game. And I have one for you shotgun lovers too. This Memento shotgun crit build has 1 million armor with 6 red cores, which is not a common setup. And when you grab a Memento trophy, it's like putting your weapon damage on overcharge. If you didn't know, classified builds are secret builds made just for Tux's Players Club, true and hardcore Bandido member levels. These are extra builds I make as a thank you for supporting me, the channel, and therefore the entire community, because that's what I do. I build and support the community. If you want to tap into these secret builds, you can get access today by making sure you're at least a true Bandido member level. Click the join button below. I also dropped links in the description and comments area. You might be wondering why I didn't use the Virginian with this build. Headhunter was a big factor. I think the Virginian is actually really overpowered. The problem is that you don't need that power because of Headhunter. Once you get your first kill, Headhunter supplements all the power you could possibly need from that point forward. So once we get Headhunter procced, the perfect boomerang talent goes to waste from there on. So I think we're better off putting a talent that always gets used, which is why I decided to go with the non-named 1886 with preservation for the constant armor on kill. For my next Virginian build, I'm going to do something other than the Headhunter. Real quick, let's make sure you're up to speed on the event farming strategy I recommend. If you go to your menu and select seasons, you can see all past and current global events. You can view the event details and activate the event here. You won't accumulate rewards if the event is not activated. By completing the challenges or by simply leveling up your character while the event is active, you will earn these red stars. The bottom of the event shows how many red stars you have. You can use your red stars to buy any of the caches you see here. I say the named item caches are the best. These caches include Dark Zone exclusive named items as well as open world named items. These caches are also very cheap compared to the other options. Of all the season global events, Reanimated is actually the best. To farm the events for caches, you want to generate a lot of XP, and headshot kills give you extra XP bonuses, which means you will level up more often and get more rewards like the red stars. Also, because you're running basically the fastest killing builds in the game, you are able to clear content faster, I am at least, which also means more XP. And since you're killing and healing so effectively, basically with very few bullets without much need of skills, you can pump up the global directives for even more XP. And all that together means you're earning more XP than any other global event in the game. So if you're going to be farming named item caches, now is the time. This is the event. This build uses the White Death marksman rifle like you've never seen before. It mashes up running and gunning with sniping so you can point blank snipe and have the best of both worlds. Tuxedo out.